Really? I need you to explain what's going on. Hey! Answer me!
Good evening, Kelly. What's with all the fuss?
Why are you acting as if nothing happened? I heard you might be adopting your niece. Why did you keep something so important from me?
It's not like I was keeping this as a secret or anything. The final decision is still yet to be made, so I was going to come over to your place to talk to you about it. As you know, my brother and his wife died in an accident, leaving my niece, their only daughter, alone. We have discussed things with close relatives and came to the conclusion that it'll be best for her if I welcomed her into our home. My niece's name is Holly.
I don't care what her name is. What did Sean say about that? Even though she's his wife's niece, she's not blood related to him. I'm sure he's having a hard time with it. He must have refused to that idea of adopting that child.
No, he immediately agreed to it.
That's impossible. You must be lying.
I'm not lying.
No, it's a lie. There's no way Sean would approve of such a thing. You already have a son named Kenneth, you know. No matter what the circumstances are, you can't just welcome in a child who's almost like a stranger to your family. I will not accept her as my granddaughter.
Well, I won't force you to love Holly as if she were your own grandchild. Besides, even if we adopt her, she will continue to keep in touch with my parents and my brother's wife's parents. Holly will have the same grandparents as before.
That's not the point.
Well then, why are you so against it? I don't understand what you're so upset about.
You are such a stupid daughter-in-law. I heard that your niece is 14 years old, 2 years older than Kenneth. It's insane that a child unrelated to our family is about to become our eldest child. It's as if our family has been hijacked. Can't you even understand that, even though you are my son's wife?
What? It's not like we own a family business and we are not a noble family. You're just exaggerating things.
Anyway, I will never allow you to adopt your niece.
Actually, we are the ones who'll make the final decision. It's something the relatives of both sides have discussed and decided.
No, you're not allowed to do that. An unrelated adopted child cannot become our family's older child, leaving aside the real firstborn child. It's bad publicity.
Bad publicity? I don't think it's a matter of publicity. It's just that you don't like the idea, right?
Unlike you, I have common sense. Most people think the same way as I do. Oh, I have a splendid idea. That niece of yours, if you put her in her orphanage, it'll solve everything.
Huh?
She's 14. That means she's in 8th or 9th grade, right? Even if she goes to an orphanage now, she can become independent when she turns 18. She just has to put up with it for 4 years. That's not bad.
What are you talking about? An orphanage? How can you say such a terrible and irresponsible thing?
I think it's a very good idea. I'm sure Sean would agree with it too.
I'm telling you, Sean has already agreed on adopting her as our child.
Of course, he's just hesitating from telling you his true feelings. How can he love a child who's not related with blood? If you can't understand that, then you really are a failure as being his wife.
Oh, by the way, Kelly, you don't know about the relationship between Sean and my brother, do you?
What? They knew each other well?
they've been best friends since middle school.
Huh? Best friends?
They trusted each other so much that I, their wife and sister, would envy them. Sean and I met through my brother. Since Holly is the daughter of such a good friend of him, Sean was the first one to express his desire to adopt Holly at the relative gathering.
Don't lie to me! I've never heard of Sean having a best friend for such a long time. If he was that close to him, there's no way Sean wouldn't tell me about him.
He didn't want to introduce him to you because you always interfere with his relationships with others. He's standing next to me right now, saying so.
What? Sean's there with you?
Come to think of it, when I first came to say hi to you, you said that a daughter from a mere businessman's family wouldn't be a good match for him. You told me that my status is different from yours, that I should be aware of my position and so on.
That has nothing to do with this.
I guess those comments were not only directed towards your daughter-in-law, but also towards Sean's friends. I see. No wonder he wouldn't want to introduce his friends to you. Unlike his fiancée, he doesn't have to introduce his friends to you. If I were in Sean's shoes, I wouldn't want to introduce them to you either.
Don't make false accusations! Mom, it's Sean. Oh, it's you, Sean? Are you really Sean? You're not trying to trick me, are you? This is quicker than changing my phone and sending texts, so I'm texting from Haley's phone. I want to adopt Holly with all my heart. No, you can't do that! Your own blood-related son will no longer be your eldest child in the family. You're gonna do such a terrible thing to your own son? Kenneth himself is very much in favor of this. What? He's happy that he's going to have an older sister. Me, Haley, and Kenneth, we are all gonna happily welcome Holly as family. What you said earlier, Mom. Do you understand how outrageous and heartless that is? To say such things to a child who is at loss having her parents pass away so suddenly, and to Haley and her parents who are grieving over the sudden loss of their family. What do you mean, outrageous and heartless? I'm just saying things out of common sense. It's Haley who's outrageous. I understand. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut ties with you, Mom. What? Hey, wait a minute! You are Haley who's texting me, aren't you? You're pretending to be Sean to fool me. You can't fool me! I'm sorry, but it's Sean, your son himself. I'm Sean, who has had his friendship ruined all these years because of you. Do you know how many friends I've lost because of your judgmental attitude toward them? The one best friend I never wanted to lose was Haley's brother. That's why I kept him a secret all this time. I was helping you choose good people to be your friends. It was all for your sake, Sean. It's just annoying. I should have done this earlier. Goodbye, Mom.
We blocked Kelly's contact information immediately after that. She did everything to get in touch with us, but we ignored it. We planned to secretly move out soon. Later, we reported this matter to Sean's father. He cried as he apologized to me, saying that his wife's heartlessness was extremely shameful. It seems that my father-in-law was also troubled by Kelly's selfishness. Maybe they will get divorced in the near future. And my niece Holly was adopted by us as planned. My son Kenneth has always looked up at Holly, So he says, I'm happy that Holly has become my sister. We are still in the depth of grief over the loss of my brother and his wife. But we, as a family of 4, will hold hands and move forward towards happiness one step at a time.
Kara, can I have a word? I have something important to tell you. I need you to make time for me.
What's wrong?
It's urgent. I need you to divorce me.
What? Divorce?
I understand your surprise, but this is my final decision. You have no right to refuse.
Wait a minute. What's with the sudden divorce? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? This is no joke, you know.
It's not sudden, and of course it's not a joke. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been talking to my mom about it.
Your mother? Don't tell me you are divorcing me because we can't have kids.
Yes, that's a good enough reason to get a divorce, right? It's your fault for not being able to have children, Kara. A defective woman like you is not worthy to be my wife. Because I'm a healthy guy, right? Don't blame me for divorcing you.
Defective? But Aaron, you told me you didn't need kids. So why the sudden divorce?
I had no choice but to say so, reading the atmosphere. The truth is, I want kids. As a married man, it's only natural to think so. Besides, this divorce is my mother's request.
Your mother's?
Mom asked me to divorce you. I'm gonna be a dad soon, so I need you to sign the divorce papers as soon as possible. I'm going to my parents' home today. I'll send you the divorce papers tomorrow.
What? Wait a minute. You're going to be a dad? What do you mean by that? You're going to be a dad of whose?
My own kid, of course. The baby's coming out soon. It's my baby, which I've always wanted. I want to divorce you as soon as possible for the sake of my child. You understand, don't you?
I don't understand at all. What baby? You were having an affair with another woman?
I wasn't cheating on you. Because I wasn't playing around. I was serious.
Huh?
I went out with that girl because I wanted a child. This doesn't qualify as cheating because we are seriously thinking about getting together in the future. You are my wife on the registry, but in reality, you are a woman who can't fulfill her role as a wife. What's wrong with that? A healthy man to date a healthy woman for their future.
What are you talking about? Do you know how stupid you sound?
Huh?
You cheated on your wife with some random woman, and you even had a child? You told me, your wife, that you don't want children, and then you have a child with some random woman cheating on your wife.
What's with that tone of voice? Don't insult her. She's a very well-educated woman. After all, she's the woman my mother introduced me to.
What?
Our divorce and my remarriage. She's been totally supportive of it all. She's a good mom, and she was concerned about my future. She wants me to divorce someone like you as soon as possible.
Wait, you're saying that your mother found you a new girlfriend?
Well, that's pretty much what I'm saying. She's a proper, neat, quiet woman who likes me. My mom knows well of my type.
I can't believe it. I'm getting dizzy. Parents preparing their son for an affair partner? You guys are crazy. Don't you realize what an outrageous thing you've done together?
You're the one who made us do so. If you had had my baby earlier, we wouldn't have done this.
It's my fault?
Isn't it obvious? It's your fault, Kara. 100%.
You guys are crazy. 100% no doubt. Really, I can't believe it.
Shut up! You're infertile! I have no use for you anymore! Stop yapping and just sign the divorce papers I will send you, okay?
What?
I'll pay you alimony. I'll even pay you double the market rate. If I pay you that much, will you shut up for me?
What's with that tone?
Mom said that you'll be satisfied if I just gave you the money. She says most women in the world are like that.
What?
So, an infertile, useless wife like you should get out of my life. I have a happy married life with a child and a young wife awaiting me. You can receive fertility treatment with my alimony, so you'll be happy too, right?
And you suddenly started to go out a lot lately. And your mother's urges of us having kids had become less. This was all behind that. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing.
We've been so busy getting ready for a new married life. We are moving in with my parents, so I don't have time for a useless person like you.
I see. Okay, I'll divorce you. And as you suggested, I'll ask for twice the market price for alimony.
I'll pay you whatever you want. My mom has some money set aside for me.
You're relying on your mother for alimony too? You're really depending on her, aren't you? Even though you're going to be a father now. I can't believe it.
I'm really glad I'm mom's son.
I bet you're the only one who feels so. If you had any common sense, you'd be too embarrassed to say such a thing. I'll be waiting for the divorce papers. I'll sign it and send it to you right away.
Oh, thanks. I'll send you a picture of the baby when it's born. I'm sure the baby will look just like me. Well then, take care. Good luck with your remarriage and fertility treatment. Kara, how are you? Long time no see.
What do you want?
I'm glad you didn't block me. I'm relieved to know you still like me.
Huh? What are you talking about? Who likes who?
Don't be so shy. It's been a few years since you and I divorced. I still remember our happy days together.
What's wrong with you? It's actually creepy. If you're going to talk about your glorified memories, do it alone.
What was that cold attitude towards your husband who you haven't heard from in a while? Can't you be more charming with your replies?
Not husband, ex-husband. What do you want from me now? We are strangers now. You have a child and a happy family, right?
Oh, kids.
What? What's wrong?
Actually, I don't have any kids yet.
What? But you said your wife was pregnant with your child. You're bragging about it. What happened?
Well, that's the thing. Actually, she had a miscarriage after that.
Oh, so that's what happened. That must have been hard.
It was really hard. Then my wife became hysterical, like a totally different person. And then she started blaming my mother.
Your mother? Did she do something to interfere with the birth?
My mom would never do that. But my wife says she was stressed because my mom was putting too much pressure on her. Then the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law war broke out, and I don't want to live in the middle of this anymore.
Oh dear, you'll be surprised of what a neat and quiet woman can do. I can't believe she's rebelling against her mother-in-law.
It's not funny. We've never had kids since then, and I hate this life. Mom keeps trying to introduce me to other girls, and I'm tired of it.
Again? You two are doing it all over again? And you're just doing whatever your mother tells you. How miserable!
I don't want to divorce twice. It's too bad for my reputation.
You say that now? Your reputation is already pretty bad.
If I don't have a kid soon, I'll have to get divorced again. If I get divorced, I want to remarry you again, Kara.
Huh? Don't tell me you contacted me to tell me that.
That's right. I knew we are meant for each other after all. Kara, please give birth to my baby. I'm sure we'll be able to do it next time. With our band, I'm sure we can overcome your infertility.
No. Why should I go through the pain of remarrying you who has a 0% chance of conception?
What? 0%?
I think the correct number was 0.1%.
I've never heard of that.
I told you verbally, and I also gave you the test results, didn't I? You threw them in the trash afterwards, but didn't you read them before you threw them away?
No, I thought that was a lie anyway. I threw it away without reading it.
I would never lie about something like that. Were you doubting the hospital test results?
Because you're the one who's infertile. There's no way I'm that flawed. There's no way I have a body that can't have kids. I'm in perfect health, you know. I've never had a problem with physical exams or anything. I'm not sterile.
I don't see what that has to do with your health. I was pretty sure that even after the test results, you couldn't give up on your miracle pregnancy. I thought that's why you cheated on me. I never thought that you didn't know that you were the cause of the problem. I can't believe you made fun of me like that.
But my wife got pregnant. That means the doctor was wrong. That's proof that you are the one who was infertile, not me.
It was written on the test results, right? It's not absolute. The possibility is very low, but you might be able to conceive naturally, which would be a rare case.
So it really was a miracle pregnancy?
I believe so. Or, I don't want to think about it, but maybe she was actually pregnant with another man's child.
Another man's child? No way!
Isn't that more likely than a natural pregnancy? Because she knew what was going on with you and decided to date you, right? She's not a normal girl.
So the miscarried baby wasn't mine?
I'm just saying, it's possible that it was really a miracle pregnancy. If you're so worried about it, why don't you ask her directly?
No, I can't ask my wife that. What the hell am I supposed to believe?
Why don't you ask your loving mother? You're going to do as she tells you, aren't you?
I can't ask my mother about this. If she knew I was sterile, she might collapse in shock.
That's true. With that mother of yours, it's possible.
What am I gonna do? Kara, help me. You're the only one who knows about my body. Can you help me somehow? Please, if you still love me, help me. If you help me, I'll remarry you.
Huh? That's just nonsense. Besides, I've already remarried too, and I have no intention of getting back together with you.
What? Kara, you got remarried?
Yes, I did. We have a child now, and we have a warm family. So, please don't contact me again. Goodbye. After a while, I heard a rumor. Aaron continued to harbor suspicions about his wife, and their marriage deteriorated further. The war between his wife and mother escalated to such an extent that no one could stop it. They have been fighting so hard every day, throwing furniture and appliances at each other, that they have become famous in the neighborhood. Naturally, they are in no condition to have children. Aaron, on the other hand, does not want to become a divorced couple, so he is enduring his current situation. Rumor has it that he cannot sleep well and has dark circles under his eyes. It seems that his married life is the complete opposite of mine, which is full of love and happiness.
Hi, Shannon. It's been a while. It's your big sister, Haley. Ew. Why ew? What are you contacting me for? Oh, do you still hold a grudge against me? It's already been 3 years. Get over it. How could I? You stole Liam and made him divorce me. Even Mom and Dad were on your side. I don't mind cutting ties with all of you. You know, Liam's super rich. His parents are the owners of a big company. It's inevitable to want him once I found out about it. Did you take him for the money? Yes, I'm much more beautiful than you. How could I miss a chance like that? So you're just after his money and not really in love with him. Love? Who cares about love? What's important is money and status. If you have them, you'll be happy. Do you really believe that? Are you honestly happy now? Of course I am. Today is a special day, so I want to brag to you. Special day? Liam and I got married today. Now we're legally bound. Wow. And his parents gave us a nice trip as a gift. A trip? They are so rich, you know. It's such a generous gift. It's an even more luxurious honeymoon than what you got back then, and we're going for 2 weeks. Whatever you say. I'm so overjoyed that I can't stop bragging, you know. So where are you going? We're going to Europe. Paris, Rome, London, Berlin, Amsterdam, Barcelona. We're going to all of them. Wow, his parents gave you such an amazing trip. After all, they're successful business owners. Moreover, we're in business class and our hotels are the best of the best. I'm on my way to the airport now. Unbelievable. Believe it or not, it's true. You, a dumped ex-wife, just look up at the sky and watch a passing plane from the ground miserably. No, I'm talking about the fact that you haven't realized it yet. The flight you're taking about is full today. So? I'm getting on the same flight you're supposed to get on. I heard it's been booked out, so how did Liam's parents book it at the last minute? You're kidding, right? No, I'm not. I'm also getting married today to a guy I started dating after my divorce, and we're leaving for our honeymoon. Oh, you had a boyfriend? Yes. He was introduced to me by Liam's parents, and they gave me a honeymoon as a gift. What? Why did they do that? Since you took Liam away from me, the relationship between his parents and him went south. They resent you for forcing him to marry you. Oh, no. But they looked happy when they gave me the gift. Oh, really? Then where are you really going? Take a closer look at your itinerary once again. Okay. Oh, it says Cambodia. Cambodia? You're not going there, are you? What are you going to do? Of course we're going. Cambodia has some great attractions like Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat? It's certainly mysterious and sounds nice. I've heard that's not so safe. Are you sure it's going to be okay to go there without doing any research? No problem. We're flying in business class and the hotel is top class. Really? After all, we are a rich couple. We'll be fine if anything goes wrong. And do you think you can solve everything with money? Don't you think that's very naive? No, it's not. I'm being realistic. With money and status, anything is possible. So, where is that wealthy husband of yours now? Well, he had to deal with something, so he left for the airport before me. What kind of thing? I don't know. But don't worry, I'll see him soon. Are you sure? Haven't you heard from him? I heard something happened with his parents. Oh, yes. Here it is. A love message from him.
Haley, I'm sorry. I can't go with you.
What do you mean?
I got a message from my parents. They're cutting us off.
How come?
They got mad when they found out we got married. They said the trip they gave us was a lie.
A lie? Then what are these plane tickets?
They're real, but they're economy class instead of business. And the accommodation is a hostel instead of 5 stars.
How dare they?
I don't think we'll be able to enjoy anything. I did a quick research, and the area we're staying in seems sketchy.
Oh no, but we're in love, so we'll be fine, right? Let's go anyway.
No, I'm sorry, I can't. I've decided to leave you.
Leave me? Now?
When my parents mentioned disowning me, it woke me up and made me realize. I love you, but you approached me for my money. You never looked at me for who I am, but rather for the wealth and status of my family, right?
That's not true.
Now that I think about it, you always try to get money from me for things like designer clothes, fancy restaurants, and vacations. You are attempting to pry into the details of my family's wealth too.
It's just because I love you so much, and I want to know so that I don't have to worry about our future.
I don't believe that anymore. I can no longer be with you. We just got married, but I'm filing for a divorce.
Wait, don't say that. Don't leave me.
It's too late. I'm going to leave the airport now and go back to Shannon. I still love her, and maybe she'll forgive me.
Oh no, please.
Take care, Haley.
I'll go to Cambodia by myself. There's no way your parents would do such a thing to you. You're their only son. Shannon's just jealous of our marriage, so she's telling a bunch of lies to spite me. Even the declaration of disownment might have been a trap set up by her, like hacking or something. I'm going to go prove that now.
Shannon, I'm sorry. I want to see you.
What now?
I'm leaving Haley. I want to start over with you.
What on earth are you talking about? Have you gone nuts?
I'm not crazy, I'm serious. I still love you. I don't care about Haley. She's only after my money, you know.
Did you just realize that now?
Indeed, it's too late. But I'm going to come right back to you, my love. Once again,
I'm already married.
What? With whom?
With the man your parents introduced me to.
What the heck?
We're going on our honeymoon now.
Honeymoon? Where?
In Paris first. We're staying at an exquisite hotel with a view of the Eiffel Tower.
Paris? That's where I wanted to go too. Shannon, please, forgive me.
How can I forgive you? You betrayed me and married my sister.
It was a huge mistake. I realized that you were my true love.
It's too late for that. I don't love you or trust you anymore.
No, please.
It's none of your business, but I'm truly happy now. My husband, unlike you, loves me with all his heart, respects me, and takes care of me. I love him likewise. I appreciate him and I respect him. We promised that we would trust each other and have a happy family.
Oh, God.
You need to take responsibility for your choices. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so this is the last time.
Wait! Stop it! Don't leave me.
Take care, Liam.
Shannon, my love.
Help me, Shannon. What is it? I've come to Cambodia. You really went there? You know, I thought everything you said was a lie. There was no way his parents would have done such a thing to their only son. You were just telling a bunch of lies to spite us. I even thought that you hacked into their phones and sent him a message about cutting ties. That's why I got on the plane by myself. Hack? What are you talking about? I'm just a normal person. How would I know to hack anyone? Are you really in Cambodia right now? Yeah, but I figured a lot out by the time I got here. I flew on economy class, and the hotel wasn't the best of the best, but it was a hostel. Once I got here, I couldn't enjoy anything because of all the scary-looking people around me and the lack of the security. I haven't heard from Liam. I can't use my credit card, and I don't have any cash.
You see, I told you not to go.
Well,
You brought it on yourself.
come on, Shannon. Help me.
I can't, I'm in France.
Oh,
As you know, I'm in the middle of my honeymoon. We're in Paris now. We're staying at a beautiful hotel with a view of the Eiffel Tower.
Paris. I wish I could have been there. Please, just lend me some money.
Money?
I have Liam's credit card, but it seems it's been canceled. I have a return ticket, but I don't know how to change it to an earlier flight. I need money until I return home.
Not possible.
Shannon!
Why don't you contact Dad? He might be able to help you under some conditions.
Conditions?
He asked me to tell you if you got in touch with me. I don't know the details, but it's something to do with his company. He said he'd tell you himself if you contacted him.
I'm kind of scared.
I didn't even know he started his own business 2 years ago. I guess it's none of my business. Well, I told you what I had to tell you. My husband's calling me, so bye.
Hey, wait! You're not gonna help me? I'm your sister. Shannon!
First, my ex-husband, Liam, went back to his parents with disappointment, but he was turned away at the gate and not even acknowledged. As expected, he lost his position as the heir and was forced to resign from the company. He's now living off his low-paying job. On the other hand, Haley, my older sister, had to meet the conditions set by our father to return from Cambodia. The conditions were to marry a distant male relative in his 50s and never get divorced. It turned out our father's business was on the brink of bankruptcy, and he wanted to secure financial support by having Haley fulfill those conditions. Devastating for her, the man was someone she couldn't bear to be with. She married such a man in tears, got pregnant, and gave birth to her first son. Now, even after our father's business went bankrupt, her husband says he wants to have many daughters, and she just goes along with it. With a look of resignation on her face, she is working hard on her next pregnancy. Hi, Amanda. Have you gotten engaged to Terry? Is this Nikki? What's up all of a sudden? I'm asking if it's true that you're engaged to Terry. It's true. How did you sway him? You're from a poor single mother family. It's obvious you're after his fortune. What are you talking about? Oh, is it to pay back your mom's debt? Or are you dreaming of living in luxury after marriage? Your mom's something, but you're not that different, huh? Ugh, you're so lame. I really don't know what you're talking about. We don't have any debts. Besides, I don't have financial troubles, so I have no intention of going after his family fortune. Yeah, right. And about the poor single mother family, my father passed away a while ago, but we've still been living a normal life. Your mom doesn't even have a real job. In fact, I know she has a patron. Patron? I've seen her meeting up with a young guy many times at a cafe in front of the station. She received an envelope. That was money, right? Oh, you mean Mr. Hogan. So you admit it. He's her business partner. Business partner? She works from home, and sometimes they have meetings at that cafe. The handover of the envelope is work-related documents. Documents? What? She works from home? Geez, I didn't realize you had such a great misconception. I must say I'm quite surprised. But you know what? That doesn't prove that your marriage to Terry is not about money. What? Are you still saying that? His family runs a respectable company, you know. They're what you call a local celebrity. When it comes to finding a suitable partner for him, she'd have to be a college graduate, well-educated, beautiful, and sociable. I mean, like me.
Oh, that's what you wanted to say. You've had your eye on him since middle school.
If you know that, you should call off your engagement right away.
Why? You know, Nikki, you should start doing the basic things a person should do.
I'm doing what I should be doing. I go to facials, get my nails done, put on makeup, and keep up my appearance. Also, I'm always on the lookout for the latest trends. That's why I'm the one who's worthy of being with Cherry.
That's not what I mean. You're behind on your rent for 4 months.
What's it got to do with you?
The landlady of your apartment is my maternal grandmother.
What? The landlady is your grandma? She can't be. Her last name is different from yours.
Right, my mom still takes my dad's surname, and my grandma is also the landlady of your family home.
You're kidding.
I heard they haven't paid this month's rent either.
How would I know that?
I've been at my grandma's since yesterday, because you took out the 6 months' worth of rent that was supposed to be paid to my grandma. Your parents couldn't make a payment.
No way.
Your mother says she'll figure something out, so she wants my grandma to wait for a few days. She came over this afternoon.
I thought that was to help me pay for the beauty treatments.
So you just took it out without checking with them? Back to the topic, not only you can't get your own life together, but you even take money from your parents. I think it's ridiculous for you to put that aside and talk about me.
That was a necessary expense for me to be worthy of Terry.
I heard that you've been ignoring the payment reminders until now.
But I needed the money to improve myself.
My grandma's saying that if you have no intention to pay up, she's going to ask you to move out.
No, wait.
She's going to officially notify you later, so if you want to do something about it, you'll have to negotiate directly with her.
Oh no, I don't have any savings.
Also, stop pestering Terry. He said if you keep bothering him, he'll file a restraining order.
Restraining order? Amanda, please. I have no money at all. I'm sorry about Terry, so can you please speak to your grandma to wait for the rent?
I don't want to talk to you anymore, so I'll block you.
Oh no, wait!
Nikki's father was furious when he found out what had happened. Due to the incident of taking the parents' money without permission, she was brought back to her family home. Looking back at her carefree life, facials, nail art, designer's bags, clothes, accessories, etc., her spending was limitless. All of those things were sold by her aunt, who had co-signed for the apartment and covered the unpaid rent. It seems that mentioning the word restraining order had an impact. Now she's totally quiet and even sneaks away when we pass each other on the streets, so we can consider this matter settled for now.
Ria, are you kidding me? It's the 25th. It's your payday, right? Where is the money? Answer my call now! Don't ignore your mother! Sorry, Mom. My payday changed to the 15th. So I can't transfer the money right now. Are you serious? It's still more than half a month away. Do you think I can wait that long? How can we live without your money? I mean, I know you have some savings in your bank, am I right? Stop giving me stupid excuses and send me the money ASAP. I'm sorry, Mom. If I send the money now, I can't make ends meet. I don't give a shit. Did you forget about Nicole? She's still in high school. It would be a pity if we couldn't pay her tuition. Oh, by the way, Nicole and I are going on a trip around June and we need $1,000. So that's another $1,000 on top of the usual $1,500. Make sure you transfer the money. If you don't transfer the money by tomorrow, you know what's gonna happen, okay? But I have to pay my student loans too. I can't pay that much, Mom. Shut up! Don't make excuses. I told you to work right after you finish high school. You decided to go to college on your own, not me. Stop being so selfish. You should think about your family more. I'm sorry. If you keep making stupid excuses and not sending the money, you know what will happen to Lily, right? Please, don't raise your hand to Lily. Then make sure you send the money tomorrow morning. Okay, Mom. I call her Mom, but she is my stepmother. Her name is Helen. Nicole is my half-sister, and Lily is my blood-related sister. My father died in an accident when I became a working adult. Since then, Lily and I have been treated differently by Mom. Helen only cared for her daughter Nicole. She used up all the money that my father left for us. When that money ran out, she began to threaten Lily's safety to support her financially. And then, when Lily was about to graduate from junior high school, an opportunity came to us. Sis, it's me, Lily. I need to talk to you. Lily, I've been waiting for you to message me, but to call my company and ask for my contact info, that was bold of you. Good thing I remembered the name of your company. It's so easy to look it up on the internet. Why didn't I think of it before? LOL. I was worried about your boss for what I did. Is everything fine? Yeah, don't worry. He understood what was going on. Besides, that boss transferred the phone call to me. Oh, I see. I'm glad he's a kind man. Please thank your boss. Yeah, sure. Anyway, is something wrong? About that? I'm always here for you and you know that. Tell me, what's wrong? Mom doesn't want me to go to college. What? She told me I had to work after I graduate high school. Mom said she knows someone who owns a nightclub and she already talked to the owner about me. She said I should work there as soon as I graduate from high school. At a nightclub? Is she serious? I blame myself for being away from you. If I had known that she would treat you like this, I would have never left Mom's house. I wouldn't have gone so far away to get a job either. Well, I guess it is what it is. What happened to Dad was a sudden too. You went to that college because you wanted to get the dream job that you got now, right? So please don't blame yourself. It's not your fault at all. It's all Mom's fault. Lily, I appreciate you and I'm sorry. So, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to leave this house too. What? I don't care if I can't go to college, but I'll find a job on my own. I don't want to work at the nightclub. Lily? She always prioritizes Nicole, and there's nothing new about it. But I just don't understand why we have to be treated like this. After spending all the money that Dad left for us, and now she's forcing you to support her financially. It's just too much, you know? Even though you don't have to pay the rent at the company dormitory, you still need money. She's the worst human being, or more like some kind of evil. I know that you don't even want to give her a penny, right, sis? But if I don't give her the money, she will hurt you. Well, I will tell you now, sis. Lately, she abused me for no reason. What? That's terrible. Why did she do that? So please come to my graduation ceremony, sis. Yeah, of course, I will be there. It's on June 15, right? Yes. And also, Mom and Nicole are traveling that day. Oh, really? You're not going to tell them that you're coming to the graduation ceremony, right? Yeah, if I tell them, they'll say it's a waste of money. So that's our only chance. Let's work together and run away from those scumbags. We should just abandon them and live our own happy life. Totally! Let's do it! I'll do my best. Until then, we can do it together. Yeah, just hold on tight. I don't want to be just a kid being protected. I'm sure Dad is watching and supporting us. Yes, he's always on our side, Lily. I just realized that I should stand up for myself too. I have to be strong, just like you. We can do this. Just in case, let's delete these messages. They don't know that I got your contact info. It would be a big problem if they ever find out. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry for all the trouble. No problem. See you at the graduation ceremony. Yeah, see you there, sis. Since we are 9 years apart, I always wanted to protect her at all costs. But it seems that she has grown up more strongly than I had expected. Lily helped me to step forward with my life. Just before graduation, I have prepared everything she needs before she moves in with me. And finally, her graduation ceremony went off without a hitch. The next day, Rhea, it's already the 16th. You already got paid, right? Where is the money? Answer me now, you ungrateful bitch! Hey, I'm sorry for the late reply, Helen. Excuse me? Helen? I am your mother. Show some respect. What kind of attitude is that, huh? First of all, I don't consider you as my mother. What? Oh yeah? You still want to act like that? I'm so pissed off. I think I should give Lily some bruises. Haha. Rhea, I know you did this. Where is Lily? Almost all her stuff in the room is gone. Yes, Lily's stuff has been moved out by my friends. What? I took her to my place after the graduation ceremony. She will not be returning there. What? What the hell are you talking about? Lily is going to work for a friend of mine starting tomorrow. Bring her back now! No, she's going to college, so please turn that down. We've been talking about her dream college for a long time. Anyways, it's none of your business, Helen. Stop talking nonsense! You should be the one to stop talking nonsense. Excuse me? Lily is with me now, so your stupid blackmail doesn't work. We don't have to deal with your insanity anymore. What the hell? We will never get involved with you ever again. Are you kidding me? You're going to abandon your mother and your precious sister? We are your family. Do you think you can talk like that to your family? I only have one mother, the one who gave birth to me. Also, my precious sister is only Lily. You guys are just strangers. How can you act like a mother after treating us so badly? I'm questioning your sanity. If that's the case, I'll go to your office, and you know what I'm gonna do? I will tell them that you are a piece of shit who wants to abandon his mother and sister. Oh really? Do you know where I work? Of course! It's the manufacturing company near the college you went to, right? No, I changed my job a long time ago. Actually, that company went bankrupt shortly after I started working. LOL. Well, I got a new job right away, but Dad passed away right after that, and things got so hectic that I forgot to tell anyone but Lily. What? Is that so? I moved to a different place to live because of my new job. I didn't tell you this either because I know you don't care. Well, I'm glad it turned out okay either way. If I had told you, I'm sure you would do something crazy. Also, I've gone through the procedures with the authorities to make sure that you will not know where I live. What? What are you talking about? In other words, I'm not going to send a single penny to you guys. What? What about Nicole's tuition? What about her living expenses? IDK. Lily and I finally got our freedom from toxic life with our stepmother. My old classmate from town told me that they are in a pitiful situation after that. Nicole dropped out of high school because she couldn't pay her tuition. She is now forced by her mom to work a part-time job. On the other hand, Helen is not working at all. Her relationship with Nicole has become strained. And then, about Lily, she's now living with our uncle's family who helped us with our escape plan. Also, for various reasons, she did not make it to college admission that year. However, she got into her dream college after a year. She is now living a happy student life. Lily, who bravely stood up by herself, deserves all the happiness in the world, and I'm so proud of her. I cannot thank my uncle and his wife enough. As for me, I met the love of my life at my office. He used to be my boss, and we are going to get married soon. With him, I will build a happy family that I always dreamed about. Hey Mom, I've been trying to contact you but you're not answering. I just saw the mail that you sent me. What does this mean? Can you explain it? Oh, you finally got it. I don't have to explain anything, dear. It says exactly what it says. I want you to divorce my son. That's all. Divorce? I'm pregnant with Michael's child. I can't even reach him now. Can we at least talk about it first? Why do you need to talk? I've already sent you the divorce papers that he filled out. Also, I've sent you tons of pictures of Michael and his new girlfriend. You saw that too, right? That beautiful young lady is his new, soon-to-be wife. You should accept the divorce and let him be happy. Oh, Lord, you're too obsessed with him, you know? That's too much. How can I accept this one-sided divorce? It's a personal problem between husband and wife, so please let us discuss it properly. You said you were going back to your parents' home to have a baby. While you're there, he already started his new family, you know? A new life with a new beautiful young lady. Don't let his happiness get in the way. It can't be true. Why would he do that? Oh dear, please don't blame my son. Instead, you should blame yourself. It's your fault that he cheated on you, you know? What? What did I do? You kept using the morning sickness as an excuse. You didn't take care of Michael at all. He was anxious under the pressure of becoming a father for the first time, and you couldn't even sense it. So it's all your fault. Get it? Of course he will dump a cold wife like that. That doesn't mean he can cheat on me. Besides, I feel the same way about the pressure of becoming parents for the first time. In my case, I told you that I had such severe morning sickness that I had to go to the hospital several times. You know that, don't you, Mom? That doesn't mean it's okay not to take care of my poor son. He needs love and comfort all the time. More importantly, Michael is the youngest and the eldest son. The two older sisters are already married. You know what I mean? Huh? What are you trying to say? Christine, your baby is a girl, right? We want a boy to be our heir. We don't want a girl. An heir? What kind of tradition is that in this generation? Besides, when I told you that I was pregnant, you said you'd be happy with either gender. You said that, right? Are you saying that was a lie? I was just being superficial with you at that time. Of course I really want a baby boy. It's just obvious, you know. But when you said it was a girl, I was so disappointed. You're already over 30 years old, right? So Michael and I talked it over, and we concluded that it would be better to start over with another young woman. What about the baby? Raise her on your own. Are you serious? Michael is the father. Is he trying to escape from his responsibility? I don't think that's the right word, honey. Of course he will take responsibility. I'll pay alimony and child support. Just divorce him ASAP. It's for Michael's sake. Just because the baby was a girl? Michael cheated on me and got another girlfriend. You invited her to our house while I was away. And instead of coming to see me in person, he sent the divorce papers to me through you? So this is your explanation? Well, pretty much. This is all for Michael's sake. I hope you understand. Fine. At this point, I don't understand it at all, but please give me some time to think about it. Is there anything to think about? All you have to do is to submit that divorce paper. I need to think about my life with my baby. I'd like to talk to my parents about it too. Oh my goodness! You're so spoiled that you can't even decide on your own? Do you need mommy and daddy to make a decision? Jesus, I was right about the divorce. How could you say that? Your son can't even talk to me face to face. Instead, he asked you to talk to me. It's not the same. It's a totally different situation. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'll need some time to think about it. My belly is starting to hurt, so if you'll excuse me. Okay, fine. Just make up your mind as soon as possible. Oh, also, you have to move your stuff out of the house. I feel bad for the new soon-to-be wife, you know. Hey, Christine, any updates? It's been 2 weeks. You can't just ignore important things like this. Oh, I was just about to send a message. I'm sorry, I was having a baby, so I didn't get back to you until later. Oh, really? Thanks to the stress someone put on me, I went into labor earlier than my due date. Since then, I've been in the hospital for a little while. Things have been crazy here, so... What? Don't make it sound like it's my fault. You're so rude. But me and the baby are fine now, so don't worry. A sweet, cute baby was born. Okay. So, about the divorce papers, when are you going to submit them? About that, I've discussed it with my parents. I've decided to accept the divorce. I don't think I could build a happy family with him. I don't care what you think. When will you file for divorce? Answer that question. There's also the matter of alimony and child support. I would like to speak with Michael, with my lawyer. I will be in hospital for a while too. A lawyer? I've asked for a lawyer who specializes in divorce. I'm sure you'll be hearing from her soon. I already talked to her and she'll discuss the terms of the divorce on behalf of me. Once both parties agree, I will write the divorce papers and submit them. That's too much trouble! I wish you could just submit the divorce paper now. Oh well, if you will accept the divorce, that's good. I guess I don't have a choice. I will wait then. So, I'll just have to wait to hear from this lawyer, right? Yes, she's the best lawyer. I'm putting my trust in her. Please take her opinion as my decision. And take your time. I'll need to hear from Michael himself. I don't mind if you attend the meeting, but please make sure that Michael and the girlfriend will attend the meeting. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry, it's almost time to breastfeed, so if you'll excuse me. Hello, Mom? My lawyer told me that she was heading to Michael and his girlfriend's place, so please take care of this. What? I didn't get any message from the lawyer. Well, okay, I'll take care of it. I just want to end this stupid divorce process so that the new wife can have a baby boy as our heir. I can't wait. Yeah, I agree. That's why I've asked your daughter to represent me. What? The lawyer is my eldest daughter? Why did you do that? When I was looking for a lawyer, I remembered that your eldest daughter was a lawyer, so I asked her for advice. She told me she would take my case even though she was very busy. She was so nice to me, and I'm very grateful. You know that Michael is scared of his sister. Normally, the lawyer doesn't take charge of the family members in such cases. But she was very angry about the situation and said she would do her best for me. That's why I decided to trust her and leave it to her. That's terrible! He left his pregnant wife alone and cheated on her, and then stresses her out right before the baby's born asking for a divorce. I think that's more terrible. I agree to the divorce, and if you pay me alimony and child support, I'm not asking for that much, okay? Alimony and child support, huh? How much do you want? I think I should get twice the average amount. Oh my God! You're so greedy! Of course, it's all Michael's fault, so I'll take that much. We discussed this with my lawyer. You can also get a lawyer or something. You can negotiate a reduction, you know. Fine! You just want money, right? I'll give you then. I'll ask for it in one lump sum. Okay, whatever. I guess paying you is better than my son being with a useless, greedy hag. He will be happy with his younger new wife. But she is a man, right? What? A man? I knew you knew it. That's why you asked her to be your lawyer. This is not fair at all. Even if the new wife was male or female, I'll be sure to charge the alimony. I'm not thinking of getting it from Michael alone. Wait a minute. Did you just say his girlfriend is a man? Oh, you didn't know? I guess Michael doesn't know either, or maybe he's hiding it from you? What? I don't understand. Explain it to me. Well, I did some investigation. I mean, not me, but my lawyer. And it turns out she's a man in the family register. What are you talking about? She's obviously a woman. Don't be rude to Michael's partner. It's amazing what surgical techniques can do these days, isn't it? Even if you're registered as a man, it's possible to have a perfectly female body. You're kidding. That means my son is with someone's son? She's really a man? Yes. Why? How? I don't know anything about that. It's up to him, isn't it? Sex is a choice. What kind of partner he chooses is also his choice. And maybe Michael knew about it. Wait! Then what about grandchildren? What about our heir? I thought she was a young lady who can have a baby boy. That's why I supported their relationship and the alimony and the child support. And now you're telling me she's a man? Well, that's not my problem. If she can't have kids, then what's the point of all of it? I don't know. Hey, Christine, I just realized this time it was my son's fault. I'm sorry that I was hard on you too. My son feels bad about it too, you know. It's the man's fault who tricked my son. So, can you think about it again? I'm sorry. I need to breastfeed my baby. I have a hungry son waiting for me, so if you'll excuse me. Son? What? What do you mean? You said the baby was a girl. The ultrasound result was wrong. When the baby was born, it was actually a boy. I heard that this kind of thing happens from time to time. It doesn't matter which sex he is, the baby's still cute. No, wait, that makes him an heir. Oh dear, you did great. You did it. You're the best wife. Huh? What's with you all of a sudden? I feel so uncomfortable. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm getting divorced, so he won't be your heir. Wait a minute. Let's forget about this divorce. I'll contact my daughter and talk to her. I'll make sure to tell Michael as well. Michael is a man too. If he finds out about the baby was a boy, I'm sure he will come back to you. He will love you again, and you two can be a wonderful couple again. I don't need a scumbag to be my baby's father. Let's just go ahead with the divorce. No matter what you say, I will not get back to my husband. Please, listen to me. I'm so sorry about everything. Even my son, he's sorry about what he did too. He's going to be a father for the first time, you know. He's just gone a little crazy under pressure. Please forgive him. You're going to be raising a child for the first time. I can see that he's going crazier in the future, so no, thank you. He will be a bad influence on my son. I beg you, please reconsider the divorce. You're the one who initiated it. I will apologize for everything. Of course you need to apologize to me. You and your son did terrible things to me. Just apologize and take full responsibility. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go breastfeed my son. Oh, Lord! Please talk to me! Please! Hey, Christine, my loving daughter-in-law, please! Let me hold my heir, please! Thanks to my lawyer's efforts, I was able to get as much alimony and child support as I could. I was able to get a divorce. Of course, I got custody of my son. I will raise my son well so that he does not turn out to be a lousy man like his father. After that, my ex-husband seemed to get very attached to the person he was cheating with. He ended up quitting his job, and he's in debt to pay me the alimony and the child support. I heard that Michael and his mom are on the run from debt collectors.
Hi, Jared. I really enjoyed our dinner together. Thanks.
Oh, you're home.
Yeah, just now.
I got home a little while ago too. I had a great time. I'm really sorry that I can't celebrate Valentine's Day with you. I didn't think I'd be on a business trip on the 14th and 15th. It's our first Valentine and I feel bad. My colleagues wanted to spend time with their partners, so they forced me, the youngest, to take it. Darn them.
I'm a bit disappointed, but if it's work, it's work. I had a great time tonight, so I'm totally okay with it.
I'm glad to hear that.
I hope we can spend it together next year.
Right. I'll go talk to my boss tomorrow to make sure I can take time off next year. Well, I've got an early morning, so I'd better get to bed.
Okay, have a good rest.
Good night.
Happy Valentine's Day, Grace. Hey, it's still 12 hours away. Haha, we haven't chatted for a while. I'm getting carried away. You sound excited. You've been quiet for a while. Are you busy these days? Well, you know, the company has offered me a job where I can work from home. I see. It must be tough balancing work and kids, but good luck. So you're really excited for tomorrow, huh? Yeah, it's the first Valentine's since we got married. I'm baking cupcakes right now. By the way, tomorrow is your first wedding anniversary too, right? It's such a romantic day that I'll never forget it. Hope you have an amazing anniversary. Oh yeah, thanks. That's another reason why I'm so excited. We put off the wedding because I got knocked up. But I'm happy that we were able to register our marriage on the 14th. How's your daughter? Ellie's growing every day. By the way, you started dating someone you met on a blind date last month, right? What are you guys doing tomorrow? Well, you know, he has to go on a business trip, so we won't be able to spend it together. Oh, bummer. But we went for a French dinner in a beautiful outdoor setting last night. Oh, wow. I'm glad to hear that. He sounds like he cares a lot about you. If you get a chance, come to visit me with your boyfriend. I'd love to introduce you to my husband, and I'd love for Ellie to meet you too. Come to think of it, I don't even know what your husband looks like. Oh, I never showed you his picture. He doesn't really like to be photographed. I see. Oh, but I managed to take some pictures of us earlier, so I'm sending them to you. Oh, good timing. I just want to show him off. Haha, okay, let me see. This is him. Is this your husband? Yes, his name is Jared. This is not a mistake, is it? Why would I mistake my husband? I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Can you meet me outside right now? I need to talk to you about something. I don't mind, but what's going on? Can't you just tell me over chat? It's not something that can be done on the phone. I'm sorry to bother you, but please, can you make a little time for me? Sounds kind of serious. Can we meet at the coffee shop next to the station at 2 p.m.? The same place we used to go after work. Got it.
Good morning, babe. Guess what? My work finished earlier. You don't have any plans today, do you? I thought we could have lunch if you want. If you're free, we can hang out until night. How about it?
Good morning, Jared. So you finished your business trip early?
Right. I just dropped off some documents at the office. I was told I can go home today. My boss feels sorry that I was picked to go on a business trip that no one wanted to go. I can meet up with you around noon. We'll have a sweet time together.
But I'm not sure if I want to walk around in this freezing cold.
Let me find a nice lunch place then. If anything, we could just book a room at a hotel somewhere, right?
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't I just come over to your house?
My house? Why?
Because I've never been, so I'm curious. I can cook for you.
Well, I don't think it's possible.
Why not?
My place is such a mess. I want to see you so much that I don't want to waste any time.
Don't worry, I can clean up for you.
Well, but...
What? Is there a reason why you can't have me there?
I'm too ashamed to show you my messy place.
I told you I'll clean it up.
No, I mean, visiting a guy's place all of a sudden isn't a good idea, you know? I think a hotel would be much better.
I'm curious why you're so adamant about not having me there.
Oh, you know...
Could it be because of your wife Anna and your daughter Ellie?
Who?
They're out now, but there are still traces of them in the house. So it's not a good idea for me to be there, and this is the reason, right?
Babe, what are you talking about? I mean, who are Anna and Ellie?
Oh.
Maybe someone tried to put ideas in your head, but you're the only one for me. I don't know anyone by those names.
You still pretend to be innocent, huh? Cut it out.
What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
Listen, Jared, Hannah is my friend.
What?
We used to work at the same store. We often worked the same shift, so we became good friends and we're still in touch.
Oh.
Yesterday we were chatting and she showed me a picture of her husband. It was you. We both found out the truth. I was aware that her last name was the same as yours. I thought it was just a coincidence, but it turned out to be like this.
Actually, I remember now. Anna is my ex-girlfriend. She was trying to get back together with me a while ago. I'm sorry if she came to bother you.
You're busted.
Don't you believe me? We're in love, right?
You know what? Hannah and I, we talked face to face yesterday.
Oh no.
The reason she and Ellie aren't at home right now is because they gave up on you and went back to her family.
She went back to her parents? What's going on?
I'm with her to explain the situation to her parents right now. She wants to talk to you, so here she is. Jared, this is Anna.
Is it for real? It's not some kind of a prank, is it?
You wish, don't you? Believe it or not, it's your choice, but I've got things to say to you. You know, when you woke up this morning, you noticed that Ellie and I were gone, right? I was expecting to get a call or at least a text from you to check if we were okay. But did you even think about us? What kind of nerve do you have to immediately ask Grace out on a date? It's unbelievable.
It's just a misunderstanding.
Anyway, I'm divorcing you.
OMG. Hold on. You've got to cool down and think about it again.
I'm calm enough. Do you think you have the right to tell me to think about it again?
I mean, you need a father to raise Ellie, right?
You've got a wife and a kid, and yet you pretended to be single. I don't want a guy who picks up other women outside and pretends to be a father to a girl at home.
That's a separate topic.
It all comes from the same problem. You. The fact that you pursued other women means it's over between us. Top it all, you messed with my friend. That's disgusting.
That's just a coincidence.
It may be, but it doesn't change the fact that you deceived her.
Oh, but you guys, why are you collaborating?
Huh?
You guys are supposed to be rivals and lover over me, right? Even if you're friends, normally you should be against each other.
If Grace was aware of your status and was still going out with you, I'm sure I would have stopped being friends right away, and we would have gotten into a brawl. But you told her you were single, didn't you?
Well, that's...
She is hurt too. As soon as she found out the truth, she told me everything and apologized. She even provided me with evidence. At this point, there's no point in me antagonizing her. I trust my honest friend more than a liar like you.
But...
No matter what excuses you come up with, the fact remains that you betrayed your wife and daughter and toyed with another woman. That's the truth. Instead of beating around the bush, why don't you finally admit it?
Let me explain.
What? Do you think there's still room for some excuse?
Look, I'll tell you what. I'm married to you, and I'm the father of Ellie, right?
So what?
Well,
we're not going anywhere if we just keep chatting on the phone. Let's get on with discussing divorce quickly.
no, wait.
Don't worry about Ellie. I just got back to work, so I'm not concerned about my financial status. I'll have more than enough support from my family too. Even if we get divorced, I won't have any worries.
Just wait.
I'd like to settle this before the end of the year if possible. I'll see you in court next time.
Oh God. We just had our first anniversary yesterday. Let's not spoil such a day with unpleasant memories, okay? Right? Put Grace on the phone for me. She'd understand.
Obviously, she's breaking up with you.
No.
Well then, see you sometime soon. I'll contact you through my lawyer.
Wait.
I broke up with Jared without ever seeing his face. I was in the middle of job hunting and was worried about him pestering me, but he didn't know my address, so there was no stalking or harassment, and I was able to cut ties with him at once. Anna was able to finalize the divorce before the end of the year. I didn't ask for the details of the alimony and child support, but they seemed to have been substantial amounts. She made him pay the alimony all at once without any objections. Thanks to her determined cattiness toward him, I felt refreshed too. As for Jared, details of the situation somehow reached his workplace. Due to the nature of his job, it became a credibility issue for the company. He's been indirectly advised to consider resigning. It was a terrible Valentine's Day. Anna and I made a promise to go and see the popular shaman together as a way to cleanse our bad luck.
I just finished work. No one's going out for a drink today, so I'm coming straight home.
Okay, hon. I'll be waiting for you with dinner prepared.
Oh yeah, there's something I need you to do for me.
What's up?
My bosses have kids in the same kindergarten as Amelia. I've told you, right?
Oh yeah, Amelia's in a different class, so I haven't talked to the moms. The GM's younger son and the director's daughter, right?
Yes, you're right. So there's gonna be a play at the kindergarten.
Yeah.
I've told them that you'd make the children's costumes, so please, don't disappoint them.
What in the world?
The GM's son will play Aladdin. The director's daughter will play Snow White. Both of them have big roles, and it's a hassle to make the costumes, so they were happy and relieved when I said you'd handle it.
Hold on.
What?
Our daughter's also playing a fairy in the forest, though not the leading role. I'm working on her costume right now. On top of that, I have to make 2 more costumes for the leading roles? Why did you just volunteer for something like that without consulting me first? Obviously, I don't have enough time to complete them, you know.
Come on, I'm sure you can. You went to a fashion school. Don't be so reluctant. I know you can quickly handle costumes just for a kindergarten show. You're a professional, so it should be easy, right?
I'm saying it's not something that can be done quickly. That's why it's impossible. Seriously, what's with you deciding on your own without consulting me? Besides, I make a living from my dressmaking skills, so technically I should be charging for it, you know?
Don't say that. Let's forget about fees and all those formalities. If you really want compensation, how about this? Priceless praise from both of my bosses.
What the?
If you nail this perfectly, there's no doubt my reputation will soar. It'll definitely have a significant impact on my future career, and it's also for you. So I'm counting on you as a professional to do your best without cutting corners.
No, thank you.
What? Why?
I want to ask you why. Why do I have to do it? Normally parents do this for their children. It's already tough enough to handle my own child's costume, so taking care of others is out of the question unless there's a really good reason.
Geez, but you see, 2 years ago you volunteered to make costumes for your niece, didn't you?
That's exactly what I meant by a really good reason. My sister broke her hand and her husband was on a long-term overseas business trip. That's why I had to step in and help out.
Well, this time seems to be somewhat similar. You did say you'd take it up if there were good reasons, right?
Wait, is there something going on?
The wives of my bosses are not good at sewing, and they've been struggling and groaning that it was too difficult.
So?
What do you mean, so?
I'm certain that just modifying ready-made costumes would be fine if it's too intricate. The school isn't forcing us to do everything from scratch. It shouldn't be that difficult.
That's not the point. The point is that they're really struggling. Basically, it means they can't sew. It's an easy task for you as a professional, but it's impossible for regular people. In that case, it's similar to when your sister had a fracture and couldn't sew the costumes.
What are you talking about? It's totally different. My sister isn't a good sewer, but she would have done it herself if she could. But they don't have any particular reasons preventing them from working on the costumes, do they?
Ugh, Jesus. The fact that they can't sew is the valid reason preventing them from doing it.
Did you read what I wrote? Did you seriously agree to throw the responsibility on me like that? Even if I'm the wife of their subordinate and our kids attend the same kindergarten, it's honestly unbelievable to expect a complete stranger to take on this task. And besides, isn't making costumes for your own child an expression of love?
Hey, don't give me your attitude. The persons in question are the wives of my bosses. Don't be disrespectful. Think about your position before speaking.
I'm just expressing my thoughts from a parental perspective. What's wrong with that?
I have a position at work to consider. Once I agree to something, it's only natural to see it through to the end as a responsible person.
Then why don't you do it?
Me?
You're the one who accepted the job, not me. It's only fair that you handle it.
Then I won't be coming home tonight.
What?
Until you genuinely apologize and say you're wrong and you be happy to take on the task. I won't come home.
All right then. I won't have to prepare dinner for you, right? Don't come home.
Just like that?
I'm busy from now until I put Amelia to bed, so take care of things on your own over there.
Jeez, you're stubborn. I'll give you some time to cool down and reflect. Hey, are you sorry now?
For what?
Amelia's probably asleep by now, so I thought you had some time to reflect.
If it's still about the costumes, I won't make them.
Just when I thought you'd come to your senses, you're still saying that.
Reflection has nothing to do with it. It's already been decided.
Decided?
I consulted with the kindergarten teacher after that. Then she called the wives.
What?
After talking with them, it was decided that I don't have to make their costumes.
She contacted the wives? What the heck have you done? Are you trying to ruin my reputation?
Before that, it seems you should have properly listened to your bosses.
What do you mean?
What they mean by difficult is actually it's challenging but worth a try. Let's figure out how to make it.
Seriously?
Apparently, when the wives went out for a coffee together, they got into that topic. Then, as your bosses were leaving today, they were also discussing it. At that moment, you suddenly barged in and started blabbering about how I graduated from a fashion school and now work in the field. You told them that you would have made me make them, so don't worry about it. The two of them tried to correct your misunderstanding, but you kept interrupting them, saying,
No worries, it's all good, and just leave it to me.
Then you quickly left. I was really embarrassed when I heard that. They talked to their wives about it at home, and they were thinking of contacting me when they received a call from the kindergarten saying that I wanted to get in touch with them.
Seriously?
Yes, that's how they ended up calling me back. I was so embarrassed. I apologized sincerely to your bosses that you got ahead of yourself.
Oh God.
They also apologized, saying they couldn't stop you and they felt sorry.
What? They did?
Right. By the way, they also mentioned something else. You tend to rush without listening to what others are saying, and you've been warned about it. They even said they are worried you might make a big mistake at work if you continue like this.
Are you serious?
I know you tend to rush things, but I never thought it was affecting your work like this. Seriously, I'm shocked. Get it together. It won't be funny if you end up making a huge mistake and get fired or something.
I don't mean to.
That's the thing. Not meaning to do it makes it even worse.
I don't think I'm that bad.
Look at what happened this time. You went all ahead without considering others and ended up wasting everyone's time. Can't you just take a sec to look around and think things through?
Oh, well, right.
Anyway, make sure to apologize properly to your bosses tomorrow, and you really need to fix that tendency to rush ahead. The priceless reputation you've been aiming for is only going downhill. You need to realize that.
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that.
The next day, my husband seemed to have been squeezed a lot by the two bosses. As soon as he came home, he sincerely apologized to me. He promised to work on his rushing habit, so I decided to forgive him. I also had a chance to meet the wives at the kindergarten pickup time, and I apologized to them for the whole incident. This led to us starting to interact more. They are both very friendly, and there's no distance between us just because of our husband's status. We enjoy a pleasant friendship now. By the way, the wife of the director works part-time in the department next to my husband. Thanks to her, I get to know how he's doing at the office. After the incident, we decided to set up regular reflection sessions as a couple. It seems like it's been a good opportunity for my husband to find areas to improve. Lately, he's been making steady progress in achieving good results at work.
Hey, can I ask you something? Why is the door locked?
Why? It's obvious. Because I'm working.
You work remotely. You're working, but you don't have to lock the door. Because I work from home, I'll lock the door from the time I go to work to the time I leave. Are you going to stay in your room the entire time? Of course, I'm going to lock myself in. If I leave the door open, the kids will come in and make noise. There isn't much choice, is there? Since the kindergarten and elementary school are closed. The kids may be off, but I have work. I understand that, but you don't have to lock yourself in. I'm the one who's supposed to be working, and the kids are the ones who are screaming. You should teach them not to disturb their father's work. The kids are stressed out from being home all the time. We've 4 boys, so we have to put up with a little bit of noise. I don't care about that. You don't care? Keep the kids quiet while I'm working. That's your job. My job? You got fired from your part-time job anyway. It's a good timing. I didn't get fired because I have kids, but it's because of this situation. I don't care what the circumstances were. If you were capable, you wouldn't have been fired. That proves you're incompetent. You're a deadbeat, useless to society, so at least be a little useful at home. What? Don't you think that's a bit mean? It's true. Anyway, I'm the one working and earning the money. You're the one who has to do the housework and childcare. Of course, I know that, and I'm doing it. But can't you watch the kids at least a bit? I can't. I'm at work. Hey, do something. What? It's the kids. They've been making noise for a while now. That's how they always are. Always? Make them be quiet. I can't. 4 boys won't be quiet. They were quiet earlier. Yeah, they were having a snack. Then give them more snacks. They'll be quiet if they eat. You can't make them eat all day. Well, anything then. Just shut them up. It's too loud. I can't work. I'm trying to, but it's no use. They're locked up and shut in, so you'll just have to put up with it. How can you put up with this noise? This is why people with little ability are useless. What do you mean useless? A person with no skill can only do housework and take care of children, but you can't even do that. You're so incompetent, it's appalling. Huh? Hey, what's with you this morning? You're so horrible, calling someone incompetent and useless. I'm just telling you the truth. You're not working. Miss Johnson is a woman, but she's raising a family and working at the same time. Miss Johnson? You mean Mary? Yeah, she's your colleague. Mary has 1 child, right? I kept working when I had my first. I did my best with the second one too, working shorter hours, but the 3rd time was twins, so I gave up work. So? You could have kept your job if you were capable. Working while raising children is a natural thing for a woman to do. You can't do the natural stuff. You have to admit that you're not capable of doing anything. But the project that your department is working on now is a project for a system I proposed before I quit. It just happened to go through by chance. By chance? I could have kept my job too if I had remote work. How could you? You can't even keep your kids quiet. You're a loser who can't even work. Don't talk back to me. If you can't make money, shut up and do the housework. I don't care how incompetent you are. I'll at least have you take care of the kids. Hey, work hours are over. Can't you just finally unlock the door? I'm still working overtime. Huh? What are you talking about? Take a bath with the kids. I can't. I'm at work. How long are you going to work? I don't know. Maybe until the kids go to bed. Come and call me when all 4 of them are asleep. Don't be stupid. I'm not usually around this time of night. Don't tell me you're home late on purpose. Whatever. Hey, you're the father of these kids, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. That's why I work for them. I'm letting you eat with the money I earn. I'm working for you, deadbeat. You should be thanking me. I'm grateful, but... Then don't be so bitchy. You don't earn a penny as a housewife. You bathe them. It suits since you wouldn't be able to earn anything, even if you go and work. I'm at work, you know. Does that mean that if I have an income too, you will take care of the childcare and housework too? Well, yeah, but if you were making as much money as I do, instead of just part-time, I'd be doing the housework and childcare too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but incompetent you would never be able to do that. Hey, unlock the door. I can't. I'm working. Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way you have a job. I fixed the program you are in charge of. Huh? I got in touch with Mary yesterday. She said it's a remote job, so she doesn't care who does the work as long as we get the results. What? Well, Mary said that. I'm better suited for this job because it was originally my idea. What do you mean? It means that Miss Johnson has entrusted me with the project that you are in charge of. What? It seems you've been stuck on the program for a long time. How could you miss such a simple thing? Maybe that's why you were working overtime. I was able to fix it in about 10 minutes. Without talking to me? Mary told me that lately you have been having trouble concentrating and getting your work done, and you've been skipping daytime work and working overtime. And since the project was originally designed for women, she wanted me, who proposed the idea, to be in charge of it. So I called her and she was happy to give me the job. What are you talking about? She told me that if the remote work had been introduced earlier, I wouldn't have had to quit my job to raise my children. It's too late for that. And now she's asking me if I want to come back to work because I can continue to work remotely from now on. That's enough. What about the housework and childcare? Why don't you do it, Henry? You said if I made as much money as you do, you'd take care of the housework and childcare, right? What are you talking about? I have a job. So I took over that job for you. Now you don't have any work to do and I make more money than you. Do you get it? Don't be stupid. One who is capable should do the job, right? I'll work in place of you for a week until the current system is set up. There's no way the company would approve such a thing. That's the thing. The president has given me permission too. He said that remote work will reduce the number of women leaving the company. The president? It was approved as a test case. It seems that the company was in trouble because a lot of talented female employees quit the company due to childbirth and childcare. Oh no, I don't agree with this. They said you can take a week's maternity leave, Henry. This is too one-sided. The president has mailed you about it, so why don't you check it out? Well, I've got work to do. Hey, the kids are making a lot of noise. Looks like it. Seems like it. I can hear them screaming. I'm at work, so make them quiet. They won't be quiet. It's your job to keep the kids quiet, right? LOL. You're not working, so at least you can do that, right? My job. You got a message from the president saying he's looking forward to the first male employee to take maternity leave. That's you, Henry. Boss is counting on you. Yeah, well... Hey, the kids won't listen to me. I see. What should I do? Well, I wonder what you should do. Figure it out yourself. What do you always do? You don't have to ask me. You're capable and talented. Don't be like that. You don't have to be capable to raise a child or do housework. Then there's no reason why you, the brilliant one, can't do it, right? Can you please hurry up and get them quiet? Hey, at least make me lunch. I can't. I'm working. Don't say that. I've already bought some stuff, so just go for it. I can't cook. Really? You're so talented, but you can't cook? I've never done it before, so it's not my fault. I had never done it when I first got married either, but I cooked. That's... If you're so capable, Henry, you can do anything. LOL. I'm sure the boss is counting on you. Sigh. Hey, work hours are over. Come on out and cook dinner. I'm working overtime. You've got to be kidding me. You worked overtime, right? Why are you so angry just because I'm doing the same thing? What are you talking about? You're the mother. Aren't you the father? That's why I'm working and earning money as a father. Is that all there is to being a father? That's the role of a father. You took my job without asking me, and now you're talking to me like a smart ass? You're right. I took your job away from you. Hey, do you know what this means? What? Then, when I start earning money, do you think you'll need to play the role of a father? Huh? What do you mean? If I go back to work and I'll be doing the housework and childcare, then I won't need you as the father. What? Well, I'm fine with that. It doesn't make any difference whether or not I have a husband who is overbearing. It's not enough he's just incompetent, but he's also verbally abusive and offensive. No, I wouldn't mind a divorce if things stay the way as they are, but what's with the attitude? Which one of us is the bossy one? I'm serious. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that now. You're kidding, right? I'm not kidding. I mean, how can you say that? You have no idea how angry I am. I can't be with someone like that. Wait a minute. Sorry. My bad. I didn't know housework and childcare were so hard. I guess because of hearing the word divorce, Henry reluctantly completed the housework and childcare for a week. I helped a little too. By spending time with the children, they became much more attached to their father. It seems that Henry has become more aware of his role as a father. We now share the housework and childcare together. I have successfully returned to my job working remotely, and now I have a fulfilling life with childcare, housework, and my job. Come on, what's going on? Oh, sorry. You don't have to call me so many times. Of course I do. I hope you didn't forget what day it is today. What are you doing? Hurry up and come to the church. Did you oversleep? Oh, yeah, it's the wedding day. Sorry, I can't go. Huh? So, can you cancel it? What the hell? There's no way I can do that with 500 people in attendance. You've got to be kidding me. I hate it when you lose your temper like that. To be honest, I don't like that kind of woman. Just come on, hurry up. Where are you? Right now, it doesn't matter where. It's none of your business anymore. Huh? What do you mean? What's going on? I can't stop thinking about Kimberlyn. Who? Who is she? Unlike you, she's the daughter of a wealthy family. Her skin is soft, white. I get excited just thinking about her. Are you having an affair? Unlike you, she's really talented. She's so much better than you with all your flaws. I've decided to marry Kimberly. Are you out of your mind? She's saying that she's fine with it. What are you going to do about our wedding? So just cancel it. So that's that then. Oh, wait a minute. What should I do? The wedding. Yoo-hoo! Long time no see. Huh? Who is it? What are you talking about, you shy girl? It's your Prince Charming on a white horse. How could you forget your ex-fiancé? I remember, you son of a bitch. What have you been doing for 5 years? What? I was married to Kimberly. I guess we had a happy married life. Oh, yeah. What do you want now? I got divorced because of various reasons. Looks like karma caught up, huh? Don't be so cold. Who was she? Your wife? Oh, Kimberly? She was a junior in college. Junior in college? Her father is a legendary businessman who was very successful in the local city. From middle school, she received special education for her exceptional talents and studied at a school in the city. And during her elementary school years, she was raised abroad, so she is a returnee from abroad. She's a world apart from you, isn't she? I'm amazed that a girl like that would be your fling. Don't say that. So what? Why did you break up with her? I mean, how long had you been together? We started dating more than a year before the wedding. She would say, I'm so naive, so teach me a lot of things. And she begged me to teach her things. And while I was teaching her things, we crossed a line one night. Huh? Where I grew up, they say it's normal to marry the first person you have it with. I was told that it's usual. Then why did you try to marry me instead of breaking up with me right away? And to cancel on the day of the wedding of all days? That's the worst of the worst. If you had broken up with me sooner, it might have been better. I got into it more than I expected, and it was hard to say no. Do you have any idea how much trouble you cost me? I mean, it seems your parents had a harder time than me. They lost more than $100,000. What? Seriously? But if there were 500 people attending, the congratulatory gifts would have been made up for it. Wasn't the cost of the ceremony calculated to be covered by the congratulatory gifts? There's no way we could receive gifts after the wedding was cancelled. Don't be silly. Oh, yeah. Your parents were looking for you frantically. They're furious with you, and they're not going to forgive you until you pay for their loss. So, how did you end up divorced? Someone told Kimberly. She found out that I broke off the engagement and got married to her, and that it's not very popular in the countryside. You're the one who told on her, right? You did this because you were jealous of my relationship with her, didn't you? Of course it wasn't me. I didn't even know where you went after that. I still don't know where you are. If I had known, I would have gone directly to you instead of going through all that trouble. So it wasn't you. It's not my day. Who is it then? The one who messed things up? You had it coming, didn't you? So what do you want from me? I used to work for Kimberly's father's company. He fired me too. I'm in a fix, so let's start over, me and you. You still love me, right? Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, I was going to go home to my parents, but they weren't there. My parents... Of course they weren't. After that, they sold that house and used their retirement money and had to clean up your mess. Oh, I see. Don't you ever come near me again, and don't you ever say that you love me or anything creepy like that again. What are you mad at me for? You were on TV, weren't you? I heard you got a big promotion. Oh, you mean that show? So I'll become a full-time house husband or something. Let's live together. These days, it's normal for husbands to take care of the home. I'll give up my pride as a man and become a house husband for you. Absolutely not. Let's have our first hot night in a long time. We had a bad breakup, but you might be surprised how much it burns when you see me. Okay, where are you? I'm at the Madison Hotel. I'm busy. How about in 3 hours? 3 hours? I guess I don't have a choice. Hey, what's going on? That's not what we talked about. What's wrong? My parents showed up out of the blue in front of the hotel. Your parents asked me to let them know if I heard from you. That's why I waited and didn't block them. What a dirty trick! I never said anything about me going, and it's your fault for making the mistake of thinking I was going. Let me tell you one last thing. I've already remarried and have children, so this will be the last time that I will talk to you. What? I'll tell you one thing more. Your parents, they got a job for you. It's a company run by a karate teacher named Master Mark. Master Mark? Are you kidding me? Don't you know how hard I was beaten up in elementary school? You don't know? That's great. You should have had your crooked guts kicked out of you. Damn you guys! I won't forget this. See you later. Now I can finally block you. Jacob was picked up by his parents when he came out of the hotel and brought back home. To repay the cancellation fee for the wedding, which was over $100,000, he had to work 16 hours a day at a company run by Master Mark. And not only at the company, but also because Jacob was single, he had to take care of Master Mark and his family and had no free time at all except for sleeping. He seemed to be working like a machine to pay off his debts. Therefore, Jacob was never able to go out with anyone. He has reached middle age as it is. Naturally, I no longer see him. I am now living a fulfilling life, both at work and in my private life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.